Hello YouTube, it's gopernoper, and today I'm doing more stuff with trains. I know I said I was going to do stuff with cameras, but I just have to make a video on this stuff quick. So everything you see here in these two boxes I found at a yard sale for $25. Now, I'm going to try to do some camera stuff soon, guys. I'm sorry. I am going to try to get out a review on one of my rangefinders soon. But I've just been really busy with my little brother's golf, and I play it myself too. So, I'm sorry, but I've got another train video for you. So, first, this is the big box with all sorts of really amazing stuff in it, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But over here, we have quite a bit of track. And, oh jeez, where did I put that? I guess it's upstairs. But he also gave me a Lionel fast track oval. So there's an entire oval of track along with two tube track adapters, so I can use this type of track with it. So this is some Lionel tube track, and I don't know exactly how much is in here. But what's interesting is that this comes with a Marks roadbed. I've never seen this before. Now, I've seen the tube track with the roadbed removed, just the track. Let's see if I can get this out of there for you. It's stuck in there pretty good, but you know, you can kind of see where the risers would normally be. I think there's springs that hold the track in place, but otherwise I could show you that. But it seems like just standard tube track inside a fake roadbed. There's plenty of lifelike power lock track right there, which I use in my normal layout. Some Atlas track and some Tyco true steel track. Over here's a bunch of Atlas straight track. I think this used to be straight but isn't anymore. I honestly don't know, but it's Atlas, if you can read that. So I don't know if that's supposed to be straight track. It probably is, given that there are a couple segments in here that look like this. Probably just bendy, but, you know, whatever. So there was an oval of Lionel fast track in here with 4 straight sections and 2 tube track adapters. So now we move on to over here, and this box right here I want to show you guys last. So that's what I'm going to hold until the end, but this is definitely my favorite item. It's going to need some TLC. I may put some decals on it, but very cool. So first, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to need to clear some space, so I'm going to move all of this over, and I'll put the box right up here for now. So first I'll grab this right here. This is, if you can see that, Mantua Tyco Santa Fe F3, I think, diesel locomotive. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Thought I was gonna... Oh, yep, okay. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. Okay. Hold on. Alright, I'm good. Sorry about that. But, F3 runs okay. Bit jerky. Bit hesitant. Needs new traction tires, for sure. But otherwise, this thing's pretty cool. Oh, and given that there are almost 30 items in here, I paid less than $2 per item. So right over here on top, this is a Santa Fe diesel locomotive. This is a Bachmann. And number 6067. This is a powered unit, however, it doesn't run very well. When I found it, it was missing one of the motor leads and the other was disconnected. And it seems that there is a broken gear inside the motor, so this one's not going to be running. However, I've got another one. This is the same exact locomotive in better shape, 6067, made by Bachmann, and this one runs just fine. So now if we move over here, this is also one of my favorite things. Illinois Central Gulf diesel locomotive, high nose, 5611. Now if we look at the bottom, it is a Fundimensions Lionel train. So that's very cool. I actually was not aware that Lionel made HO stuff until very recently. So this was pretty cool to find. I was only just finding out about HO Lionel when this came into my possession. So we've already got 4 locomotives. And if that's not impressive enough, we come down here. We've got this. This is an Illinois Central Gulf high nose. Except this one is made by Tyco. Of course. So this one also runs just fine, even with the old Power Torque motor. This one's pretty cool. And this was originally sold with the steel hauler set, and I have almost the complete set in here. I'm only missing one boxcar. It's the yellow rail boxcar. Boxcar, excuse me. But otherwise everything else is there, and for now I'm just substituting a Morel Meats car. So that set consists of a Santa Fe shock control boxcar, a United States steel flat car, a Conrail hopper. Like I said before, we've got a Morel boxcar, which should actually be a yellow rail box, but it's yellow. Burlington Northern hopper, and I am pretty sure I left this on my layout, the Illinois Central Golf Caboose. Just hold on a second, I'll go get that. Sorry. Yep. Oh, I also left this over here too. Here I come, guys. Alright, sorry you had to see that, my bare feet. But we've all got feet, except some of us. Either way, sorry about that. Here it is, the yellow and white Illinois Central Golf Caboose. So that is an almost complete Tyco train set right there. So, this I'll get to in a minute. That was also on my layout. Here's one of these. It's a Union Pacific Trailer Freight Service trailer. There's two of them. Alright, so, over here we've got a still in the box Bachmann L&N hopper. And over here, still boxed, is a Model Power flat car, Dearborn MI, with a Motorcraft quality parts truck on there. So, I'm going to have to gather this all, but I'll give you a hint. This is a Nascar caboose. Irwin number 26 racing boxcar. We've got a DeWalt number 17 boxcar. An M&M number 38 boxcar. And one more, the UPS 88 boxcar. So that's all a lifelike NASCAR set, but the other thing that I haven't shown you yet is over here. Oh, caught on some of that track. It's right here on my layout. It is the NASCAR diesel locomotive, also a lifelike. This one's currently undergoing surgery for its rear truck. It was totally gone, this entire truck cover. The two wheels were inside the box, and one of those was snapped off. By some miracle, I managed to find it, and now I'm super gluing it back in place. But this has to stay on the layout until that dries. So come back over here, twist around. Alright, sorry if I made you dizzy. Alright, so that's everything so far. Now I gotta go deeper into the box. Here's a Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe flat car. We have another one of these, a Union Pacific hopper, just like the two I got on my eBay trains video. If you haven't seen that already, go check that out. I think this might go with that flat car. Keep going. Here we've got a Union Pacific, Union Pacific Gondola. Set that down right there. Here's a Pine Hill Logging Company gondola, and I'm pretty sure this is a Tyco. I will have to do some research on this because I'm pretty sure this goes with a certain set, but I'm not sure which. Maybe the Clementine. I don't think so, though. I have no idea what this is. If anybody can tell me, it's a Caltex tank car with these weird coupler systems on there. And there's another very similar car in there. It's this Union Pacific tank car, but these are probably for some kind of kid's toy train because this thing's really cheap. I mean, it's just a yellow plastic cylinder with stickers on the side. Same with the Caltex car, so I'll just throw those aside. So, we're getting towards the bottom of the box. Here's the Union Pacific Trailer Freight Service, the other one. I'll just throw that on there for now. So, if we look, there's a couple things I haven't gotten to yet. Here's a Tyco Mantua chassis system, so you know, diesel. This thing runs okay. I mean, it runs, but barely. And as you can see, one of the truck covers is missing. That really drives me crazy. I can't find them anywhere. They're probably long gone. So if we keep going, got this Burlington route diesel. This thing runs just fine. Down here, and this thing is absolute junk. This is a reading line. It's a Tyco, Mantua Tyco. However, it's totally destroyed. We've got a cut wire in the top, I think. Yeah, that's cut. There's no weight. The bottom cover's missing. This is totally rusted out. The coupler's broken off. The motor is missing its brushes. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the armature. It's totally bare. So this thing is essentially trash. The only thing it's good for is its shell, which I will be taking off and keeping, but the front pilot's been re-glued. So this thing's essentially garbage. Parts value only. I may end up listing that on eBay along with broken Santa Fe. Keep going. We have, if it'll let me get this out, a Burlington route caboose in silver. This thing's in fine shape. That also goes with that diesel. Last three diesel items, we have a Rock Island shark nose from Tyco. And the only issue with this one is that it needs new traction tires. Otherwise, this thing runs just fine. Actually, I kind of like this one. It's pretty neat. It also has the caboose in here, Rock Island. It's missing one of the wheel sets, but I've got a lot of spares. So, our last two items. Well, last three, anyways. So, we've got a New York Central 5628. This is a dummy unit. As you can tell, it's got a little bit of weight, but no power at all. And this is the power unit. It's a lot heavier. You can see the contacts. 5628. So they're the same number. This one's missing the handrails, but it's a powered unit. It runs just fine. It does need new traction tires because these are starting to deteriorate a little bit. Got the ones on the back too. This thing I had to resolder a broken connection, and there's that, which I can't figure out what it is. I'm going to have to clean it off somehow. I may need to take everything apart and scrub the shell off, but that's not too much of an issue. I can do that without any problems. And finally, we have the caboose that goes with both of those, a New York Central caboose, which also works rather well with my 484 Niagara from Bachmann. So, if we only count this stuff, not counting the track, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 items. And that's not counting those two cheap things, because they're worth nothing. And if we take this one out, because that's not worth it either. The 30 items plus this one, which I paid $25 for the whole thing. So that's actually less than $1 per item. How crazy is that? So now we move on to the big box. This is a Walters Models box, and I do not know anything really about this particular locomotive. The only thing I know is that it's old. I can't find any information on it. So if anybody knows a place where I can find some information, or you know, talk to somebody who knows something about this, please do let me know down in the comments. I've got the box on upside down. This is a Walters Models 462 Pacific locomotive. It's missing the rear tender truck, and the tender isn't actually coupled to the locomotive at the moment. It's just loose. But this thing is heavy die-cast metal. I have already ordered some replacement trucks, and we'll be rejoining those with a screw. But this thing is very cool. It's in kind of rough shape. It's totally unlettered. And if you actually take a look at the box, 60-foot Penn MDSE with sprung trucks, special decals inside. So there is no price on the side, but I am assuming that this is sold as a ready-to-run because it has a cavity for the locomotive. But it seems like whoever previously owned this locomotive did not put the decals on it. Surprisingly, this thing actually runs. Now, if I could just get this out of its packaging, I can show you. Since my layout was last seen, I added another track on the center. This is my testing track. It uses some old Atlas stuff from the boxes of model railroad equipment I bought. Okay, let's give it some power. And then if I take this contact here, and I'll switch it into reverse here, and I touch it to the rail, sorry, it's hard for me to maintain contact on this thing. If I switch it into forward and press that contact, whoop, hit the train station. It's kind of getting away from me, but oh, can I get it to run on its own? Okay, so it won't really run on its own, but as you can see, the locomotive does run. It's running rather well, and I am very surprised, especially given the condition of this thing. But it is an incredibly cool locomotive. I am very happy to own this, and it will be receiving some tender loving care from me. I will be working on restoring it, and I may even re-letter this locomotive for Santa Fe, because I know they had some 462 locomotives very similar to this. I'm not concerned about historical accuracy, it's just that Santa Fe is one of my favorite road names. But very cool locomotive, and it's in rough shape, but it's awesome for its age. And so this is everything I found at a yard sale for $25 a couple days ago. I also found a really cool Kodak carousel projector. They gave it to me for free along with 9 carousel trays filled with old slides. So I might do an episode on that instead of the rangefinder review. That's everything I got. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to see any of these specific trains being run, obviously except for this one, in their own separate video, please let me know, and I will do my best to get that out there. I may actually end up doing a review on the steel hauler set. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.